Should you just force a smile or no? Let's talk about how to deal with negative situations. Hey guys, what's up? Jeremy back again with another video to help you live the dream and make a profitable living doing what you love. I always mess up saying profitable if you watch any of these. How to make money in that process and just kind of being the best version of you. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that I am obsessed with, which is energy. You might be watching this and you're not an entrepreneur like I am, or maybe you're not into time management like I am, or maybe you're not into personal branding. But at the end of the day, you're probably watching this because you're experiencing some situation that's causing you a little bit of pain. And if that is the case, then we have to look at some of the detractors there to really put the whole thing in perspective. And while it might be really hard for me to address your exact situation, because there are a plethora of very negative situations, what I hope to do by the end of this video is give you a couple tools for how to stay positive and to keep from that energy just being leached from you. So let's go ahead and hop in now and talk about this. If you are experiencing a negative situation, there's one really big thing I want to start with that keeps most people down and that really just ends up distracting most people. And this is a habit that you have to learn over time. It's a protection mechanism that you have to install over time and help the people around you to install. And that is simply remembering your main goal, keeping the end goal in mind. If you have a North Star that you're aiming at, it can become a lot easier to navigate situations that you might feel right now are not going well for you. Maybe you are in a 9-to-5 job. I help people on this channel really transition out of that. But maybe right now you're in a 9-to-5 job because you want to build a career. Maybe you're in that 9-to-5 job because you need to make a living for yourself, right? If nothing else. Well, someone comes and is, perceptively negative, says a comment, talks behind your back, whatever the case. You have to remember why you're there. You're there for your family or for your career or to put food on the table. And if those things become murky, then it can become very easy to lose sight of that, which is why I want to emphasize this for you to think through, because you do have to have something powerful enough that when you're faced with that adversity, the rest starts to fade away into the background. So you do have to have also a noble number one goal. If you're just working a job right now because you kind of have to, maybe you have money saved up or something, you're probably going to care a lot less. And you're probably not going to let any of that negativity come your way anyway, right? People who don't care don't get hurt. And if you do care, then you have to have something you care so much about that you end up on the other side of the spectrum where you care so much that the small stuff just doesn't bug you. You have to keep that goal front of mind, that purpose, that North Star front of mind, and that's going to keep a lot of the negativity from entering your reality in the first place. Let's move on to thing number 2. This is something that I am only beginning to learn more about. It's a concept that I think is very murky in today's society. This is something that I implore you to go look into of yourself and to try to understand in general. Again, I'm not an expert in this. This is something I'm learning. And that is, I want you to dissect the ego. I don't have enough data on this just yet. I'm sorting through my own. I'm reading a book called A Course in Miracles, which is really helping to sort it out. I'll put a link in the description for you. But there is nothing good that comes of the ego. The ego is based in fear. It's based in attack. And the ego can cause for us in our day-to-day lives, this is how it kind of manifests, to look at everything as a means for attack and as a action that will take away from you. This can be like, I notice it for myself a lot with food. I grew up overweight and I love food just as much, if not more, than when I was growing up. And when I get food or food's involved, my survival instincts start to kick in a little bit, and they almost want to make sure that I get more, or that I am first, or that to make sure that there's not that hey, be careful because it's going to run out. And these thoughts start to creep in, and I just start to mute them and to dismiss them and let them flow away, because I know they're not helping me any. I know that in today's society that there's enough food in the fridge or enough food anywhere that I go that it's not a big deal. But it's crazy how much the ego will come in. And I just shared a very small example for you right there, and you might be laughing, but I want for you to look at how that might manifest in other areas of your life, because it is probably causing you a lot of pain, and it's causing a false perception of the world, which is why thing number 2 is just to go and dissect it, go and look into it, go and find your own definition of it so that you can try to understand yours a little bit more, and so that you can kind of understand the power play that is going on. If you're interested in that, maybe I can crack open A Course in Miracles in a longer video and share that and kind of talk through some of those things, read some things and expound upon it. So let me know in the comments if you'd find that helpful. The last thing that I want to leave you with, thing number 3, is I want for you to remember that everything is temporary. That even if you are in a situation right now that is negative, this too shall pass, and this is only temporary. In fact, I want you to actually zoom out a little bit, and I want you to think about the problems that you have. and I want you to compare them to other people's problems. When I look at my own situation, maybe my problem is like a loud neighbor or something like that. Maybe like the people upstairs moved out the other day, and so the movers or the the apartment complex has been here, just refurbishing it and making the apartment probably ready for someone else to move into. And it was super loud. I couldn't record the other day, and so I started getting super frustrated. But my biggest problem in my day is that I couldn't record with my thousands of dollars of equipment, or $1,000 or so of equipment, and that I wasn't gonna be able to do that. And that is such a first world problem that is not a problem, because someone else right now is handling the situation a lot better of not having water or not having food. And so you got to keep that perspective, right? You have to really, really understand that are your problems. Like maybe my problem is like, to use the food, I'm hungry. Well, I'm going to eat and there's more food. I'm not hungry and I'm about to starve. I'm not hungry and there's famine going on. So perspective is really big with positivity and negativity. There's a lot of things inside of here to sort through that I'm still learning. Of Course in Miracles has been a powerful part of that, and I'm still learning. That's why I can't really provide more on there, but it's something that's going through my head a ton right now. Regardless, you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your ideas, and you have to protect your spirit, and you want to do that from those negative situations. So I want to know in the comments which one of these tips resonated the most with you. If you have been on a journey of sorting through positivity and negativity, what has worked best for you so far? I want to know, because I'm always learning, and so are the people in the comments. So go down there right now or head to the blog, whatupjeremy.com, to leave your input there so that we can read and respond to every single one of them. If you like this, be sure to leave a thumbs up or a heart depending where you're watching this. If this did resonate with you and you are someone who is on your journey to being a high performer or an entrepreneur or living the dream, then I have the place for you. Head to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe. This is where I send out content before it goes live, content I don't post anywhere else, along with giveaways, resources, updates, and tips that I just can't share on YouTube or Facebook or these Instagram platforms, and that I share day in and day out with my email list subscribers. So head to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe so you can become one of the homies over there. And if you're one of my VIPs, hello, thank you for watching. I appreciate you as always. Every single day we put out a new video to help you in efforts of living the dream. So subscribe right now and turn that bell on for notifications so that you can have those resources that will help you in your journey to living the dream. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.